Hello, doing a VOD review, first one I've done for a very long time. I had a break from the game for a while. The player is Masters, Mid-Masters, their goal is to get to GM. They're playing Anna. They said that their teammates flamed them for not doing enough. Um, let's see how we go. Oops, missed the rollout jump. Not sure why we're turning around either. Sure, we're really like wasting time on the rollout there, right? I don't know like what you're looking back to see who's coming. Like all of your team is fast movers except for the Zen. We didn't talk about the comp at the start, so this is like a obviously like a heavy dive comp. But you've got a Zen in place of like the usual Brig that you would try and run with this, but that's fine because Zen can still do pretty well in a dive comp. So long as you care the Zen and the care Zens you a bit. The Zen cares you a bit. Um, like if you look after each other, then you can really empower your DPS to excel, and your Zen can just put out consistent damage with orbs and stuff. Um, with a comp like this, when your team is going to be playing so wide, I probably wouldn't be rolling out Staircase, and unless your team rolls out Statue Way, I probably wouldn't be rolling out Statue Way. I would actually say you'd be better off rolling out Window. Um, and taking a more conservative angle at the start while you wait and see what the enemy has. If you're all out window, one, you and the Zen can see each other a bit easier. You've still got really good line of sight to the bot and all that sort of thing. You've also got line of sight if your Tracer or Sombra are coming like here or up here for heals. You don't play from here forever, but like it's a safe place at the start because like you like if they were running dive, you have like negative peels with your comp, right? Because you don't have a brick. So you just want to like initially posture in like a safer position. I would be rolling out window for sure. Looking at your comp. Now you can see what they're running now. Obviously we're past the 15 seconds, so you can see their entire comp. You know that they're not running dive, so it's probably a good idea to start rotating and pushing like around this angle here now. Again, that way you and the Zen are together. The main threats are going to be coming from here. Anyone that does try and flank from here, like you have two flankers of your own to try and mark those angles. So like rotating up is probably a good idea. I think that if you stay staircase for too long, then you're gonna have trouble getting involved in the fight because you have such a like shallow angle here, right? Like this is such a like small angle for like line of sight that you have right now. They don't really have any like significant long range threats other than like a rail, and you can see when the rail is charged, right? Good pressure on the Kiri there. That was nice. Damn, we missed like three or four shots in a row there. Like we didn't heal the Doom when he was there. We shot the barrier. We didn't heal the Tracer. We missed another shot over there. Also, like the Zen is like critical next to you there, isn't he? Not that critical. I think he was down to half health. That's right. Bummer. And the nade was weird as well. The nade was like super shallow. Good kill on the Sojourn. Right, Reaper's TPing. Missed the sleep. Missed the heal. Yeah, bummer. It would have been hard to save the Zen there because obviously he's getting like run over by like four players and he has no mobility. But hitting the sleep is always nice, right? So in this situation, alright, so we've changed to a Sig. What does that mean for our comp? Well, we still have flanky, divey DPS, but we have more of a mainstay tank now. We have a Zen, we have an Anna, so like we've sort of rotated to being like a unit of three, like you, Zen, and the Sig is like a pokey style, slow and steady, like push them, overwhelm them with damage, and you've got two like highly mobile DPS to like mark angles, check flanks, and apply pressure on the back line to divert their attention away from your unit of three. What does this mean for you? It means that you want to play a little bit safer. Like you shouldn't be like up close to the SIG necessarily. Like if the SIG is like there, then you want to be like in this area sort of thing, right? But what it means for this situation right now is like hopefully we're going to see you rotate to high ground. If you're on high ground, there's really only like the Reaper that can contest you, and like you and the Sombra here could easily push out this Reaper and seize control of high ground. And then playing from up here, like the next fight is going to happen at this corner, somewhere between like there and like there, right? So you've got really good line of sight, and it'll be hard for most of the enemy team to contest you, and you've got a mini to play from as well. The other option could be to play from down here um, and take this angle, but then you run the risk of getting checked more easily from anything coming from the side, because your DPS need to check like the staircase angle plus this angle to make sure that nothing comes on you. High ground is probably optimal. Yeah, we have a bit of like downtime there, right? Good nade, like doesn't get the kill, but you get a good bit of pressure out, you force the hog out, so we get a bit of space from it. Ooh. You're like really safe right now. There's nothing, like they literally have nothing that can contest you. Well, now the Kitsune Rush might apply some pressure, but like your positioning is solid in that there's nothing that's going to impact you in the next few seconds. So like this is like playmaking time for you, hitting like a good sleep, a good nade, etc. Being up here, it actually probably would have gone a bit better for you overall. Like you wouldn't have gotten light of sighted by that bus stop when the Sig and Sojourn were there. You could have potentially helped secure the kill on the Soj. But being down there is fine, I suppose. Oh, we just threw a nade. Where did the nade go? Okay. Yeah, I mean, we forced out Zuzu. We did purple 2 players. It's not like super high value, but I guess you got a cooldown out of them, so that's good. We've got... That's a weird choice. Your Sig is inside a Kitsune Rush. He's got, like, you know that they've got a Kitsune Rush up. You know that there's, like, multiple players all around him. He's not anti-naded. I'm not sure why we nano a Tracer. Like, Tracer has some playmaking potential, true, but, like, if your Sig dies here, you lose this fight, right? And your Sig is gonna die. So, like, I don't know. I think nanoing him would have been, like, way more impactful. His sleep, you just probably need to live now, to be honest. Probably not going to be able to live that anyway. Having said that, if you're on the high ground, you do live that, because the only one that could affect you would be the Reaper teleporting up, which is very telegraphed and gives you plenty of time to back off, hit a sleep dart, hit a nade, etc. Playing high ground probably would have been optimal there. Definitely nanoing the Sig over the Tracer would have been optimal. Do you definitely win the fight? Nah, like not guaranteed, because your Zen I think was on this angle and got picked off by the Sojourn, right? Um, but your chances are definitely higher of winning a fight if your tank is alive. Skip, skip. Alright, so we blew a few ults there as well. So like, what's our next win condition? Our next win condition is probably our Flux, right? What do they use? We know that they use Kitsune Rush. We know that I don't know if I actually physically saw them use Velk, but obviously they did use Velk, so hopefully you were paying attention. I was too busy talking. So we know that they have no support ults. We have Transcendence, we have Flux. What can fuck up Flux? Hook, basically. So we might need to consider trying to like make sure that the Hog isn't going to hook with the sleep as soon as he uses Flux. This is a low value nade. Why is it a low value nade? Because the Hog is full health. So like you're not going to secure a kill on him. In fact, I'd be surprised if you even get a Zuzu out of them. I wouldn't Zuzu that. It's like hold nade a little bit longer and see if you can get like a little bit more value. I feel like what you do is like you've just like poked the corner, seen a target, throw nade. Like maybe just give it like another like half a second just to like scan the area and be like, I could nade a full health Hog, or I could nade 2 squishies over here. And if I nade 2 squishies over here, then that's going to force them to like play a bit softer, like use the cover a bit more, not get too ambitious, right? Because they're anti-naded, they don't want to take more damage. Whereas like this Hog doesn't care that he's naded, bro. He's got like 85% of his health still, you know? Yeah, it doesn't even bother Zuzuing it. That's smart by the Kiriko. Nice. Clutch. One. Ooh. Heal him, heal him. Cool, we keep him up. Save the Tracer, that's good, that's good. Heal the Sombra, yep, nice. Cool, sweet. Now you and Zen are just chilling, I think. Just chilling on the bot, pushing the bot together, peeling for each other. You hit the sleep. think you can hit the sleep. Hit the sleep. Took a really long time to go for the sleep. If you go for that sleep earlier, before he actually gets out of the door, like, and you sleep him around here, right? You sleep him, you nade him, he's dead. Unless he pops his ult and like pushes everybody out or kills everybody, then like you sleep, you nade, he's dead. I feel like there's heaps of opportunities to hit a sleep before that, so it's just like slightly less playmaking going on. Bot's not moving. Honestly, I think that, yeah, need to get that bot going. Sweet. When you're pushing the bot, like, still look in the direction that things are happening though. It's fine, there's not too much you're going to be able to do. Like here is probably a good example, just like, yeah, yeeting a nade, that's what I was going to say. Like, you know, it's probably not going to hit anything, but like, you're not going to need your nade in the next few seconds, so that's fine. I think you pushing the cart and Zen staying up there is fine, because Zen does have trance. You can hear a Reaper to your left, hopefully you're aware. Doesn't seem like you are. No, I'm up. So not sure if you have like headphones or speakers or some weird shit, but like that Reaper was walking behind you for a good few seconds there. Need to react to that. What was our cooldown usage there? I was focused on the Reaper. So we're trying to sleep the Hog, obviously, that's fine. Sleeping the Hog out would be like value, but you just didn't react to the Reaper. Bummer. So just use 3 ults though, so that's potentially good for your team. Basically Nano versus Valk, and we've got Flux again as well. That's an ambitious Flux. No support's alive, yeah, bummer. Maybe, oh, Zen was actually alive, my bad. I thought Zen was dead for some reason. Hopefully you can keep Zen up. Zen doesn't peek, he should live. Ah yeah, and he was swapping, so that's why he's Flux, all good. Cool. Shooting squishies is smart here. I was going to comment a few seconds ago when you were shooting the Hog, it's like you have ult, so like shooting the Hog, like the Hog's obviously not going to die, you're not building an ult, you're probably just helping their Hog by giving him like self heals, but now that you're shooting squishies this is better because you actually have a chance of killing the squishies, particularly that Mercy. You can hit 2 shots. Better positioning, you need to rotate, yep. Alright. Fine. Keep rotating, keep swinging wide, keep swinging wide. I feel like you shouldn't need to be scoping to heal this Hog. I'd like to see you just like free shooting and like swinging like this to like expand your angle. Sojourn's dead, so like there's not really any significant range threat unless you catch a couple of kunai to the head. So like just keep swinging to increase like your angle, to increase like your playmaking potential. You don't need to just like scope and heal bot your Hog. Like your Hog's not like a hard target to hit, right? Like he's massive. Cool. I'm glad that you're weaving in some damage as well and not just heal botting, that's great. Right. So we need to move up and get that spot going. Got a lot of cooldowns, so hopefully we can make a play soon. This is good pressure on the Curie, very nice. Except we do that at the cost of our Hog, like not paying attention to him, getting 2 tunnel vision on the Curie. Go back a bit. Was the Hog actually ever in your line of sight there? They've taken possession of the robot. Escorting the robot. Yeah, a little bit. Probably a bit too tunnel vision-y, right? Like getting some pressure on Curie is good, but not at the cost of your Hog, obviously. They still have a Reaper up, so your Hog is still in like high threat. Man, your aim is like not normal for like Masters, I would say. Like we just saw you miss like 5 shots in a row again. Maybe you're like rushing your aim too much, I don't know. But you definitely like live for the hard scope. Very little, as I say it now, you're doing a few like unscoped shots, but you're scoping the vast majority of your shots, and you're not quick scoping either. So maybe quick scoping is like a skill that you need to like work on a bit as well. Because when you do scope, obviously you have a much lower field of view. That's really good anti. That should be a kill. What she left. Cool, sweet. You have a much lower field of view, right? So you need to only scope when it's essential to scope, when like it's too hard to hit the shots otherwise because of range or because of hitbox size, etc. You had like multiple opportunities to heal your hog there, but I guess you're just letting him get ult charged maybe because you already have your ult. You've actually had your ult for ages, hey? Who would we ult in this situation? Probably your hog, but it would also be acceptable to nano like your Zen if he was getting pressured. You're probably gonna have to hit his sleep here to save your hog, or you're gonna have to nano him. He pops his ult, that's right. Cool, good pressure on the Mercy, very nice. Nobody dies, that's great. Hit a really good safe angle there where like you can have high impact on the fight without getting rolled, which is nice. Lose a bit of push bot time. No probs, cool. Well, your angle was really great. Like the consequence of playing so far back was obviously that you catch up to the bush pot so late that one, you lose push pot time, and two, you don't have the right angle to try and support your team that's pushing up. Now, if I was the hog, I would assume that I can play this angle here, which is pretty much what he was doing, and still get healed from my Ana. So like that was just like a rotation speed issue for you. I think like once you killed that Mercy, let's go back a few seconds, but I think once you kill that Mercy, like you need to be like actively pushing W, right? Um, Rotation speed was just too slow. So 1, 2, 3. Alright, cool. So now like we just want to hold W. We don't need to be scoping anymore. We just kill the soldier as well. So it's just like a few seconds lost. Both lose a few push bot meters. Yeah, bummer. Maybe they die anyway, but chances of survival are much higher, and you would have had an opportunity to decide whether or not you want to use your nano. You've had your nano, so it's 7 minutes 30 now. We'll just remember that. We had it here, we had it here, we had it here. The only nano that you used was on the tracer, wasn't it? So 7 minutes 30, and this is here. So we used nano in this fight, so we'll say that we used nano at about 2 minutes, right? And then we go back to 7 minutes 30. So we've had our nano for like almost 5.5 minutes at this point. We would have built what 2 more nanos in this time probably, probably two and a half. I think just gotta like use that nano a bit more frequently, like, and heaps of opportunities to use it as well, right? In particular, like in the middle fight, like back in I don't know, just before that push bot fight where you nearly capped the point, like I would have nanoed the hog so that the hog doesn't have to use his ult there, right? But yeah, we've been holding this nano for like a crazy amount of time now. Cool. 2 tunnel vision. What do you care? What do you care about him though? Like, just let the Reaper sleep, yeah? Let the Reaper sleep and like try and impact something over here, or consider that the Reaper might go for your Zen and try and help with that. If you can hit a nade on him now, I think that would be good, but I feel like you just have so much downtime during your fights. You can kill him though. Yeah. Like your Zen is line of sighting you, and that's tough. Like being on the higher ground is the right decision, but yeah. Just go back a bit. There's like quite a bit going on over there. Your Zen's already like critical. You get that kill, sweet, but at what cost? Team wipes again. It's not that it was a bad decision to go for the Reaper. I think once that he killed your Zen, like, and you've naded him, then that's fine. But you just had like more opportunity to impact like the main fight instead of just like looking at a sleeping Reaper for a couple of seconds. Maybe you're pinging him for your team to turn around. I don't know, but like your team's not turning around, so like honestly, just nano them so that they can maybe like try and win that fight. Decent anti. Just nano your hog. Like he's got whole hog. Like he wants to know that he's gonna be like supported when he uses his ult, and you're gonna die. Nano again. So it's now 9 minutes. So we've had nano for 7 minutes without using it. We've had heaps of opportunities to use it, right? Um, just gotta press Q. Hey, hoping. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm hoping that your fleet's gonna use it before you lose the game. We win. Nano's good. Honestly, like observation so far is just that you play like you're not playing with playmaking in mind. I think you're very like passive, defensive, like really slow on your rotations of like judging when like the fight is going your way, when it's time to move up. You're hitting some good sleeps on the Reaper, which is nice, but like most of your nades are like not super impactful because you're like nading people who are like either like a full health hog or like DPS who are already not in high danger of dying, right? Like they've got a Kiriko or Mercy around them. They've got like survivability things. I think we need to like look for more value on these nades. Um, getting nades on DPS who are actually like actively being targeted by your team. Good angle there. But definitely like the nano thing is crazy. Like 7 minutes for a nano is way too long to hold a nano. We're too passive again here as well. Like we need to be with the push bot here. He gets his, so I'd say that that's on you, right? Your hog has, well, he did have control over here. Now he's getting solo ulted, but your hog had control over here. Your DPS were up here, and your Zen was here. Now you're back here. If anything goes on your Zen, which is what happened, you're line of sighted from the bus. If you were playing up here, then you could heal your Zen, and he probably wouldn't be getting his transforced right now. Um, I think that you're just a bit too, I guess passive is the right word. That's not you. Bummer. Bummer. I do think that you're a bit too like keen on anti-nading the hog. I mean, that's not a good example because the game's over, but throughout the game, I think you're targeting the hog a lot with these nades. Like hogs are only gonna die to a nade if he's less than half health, and they have no Zuzu really. Overall, feedback would be, yeah, there's like a lot more opportunities for playmaking, aggressive moves, but the main thing is probably just reading the flow of the game and understanding like when it's time to move up, and then just like using your ult. Hey, like just use it. Especially in like a hog v hog matchup, you're going to be getting nano a lot, more frequently than if you had like a Sigma or like a I don't know, like Zarya or something, right? Like you're going to be doing a lot of heals and a lot of damage. You just need to like pop that nano a bit sooner. Hopefully this helps. Really, yeah, like if you work on those three things, like trying to use your nades a bit more impactfully, um, trying to push up or pull back with the flow of the game a bit more often, and then making sure to use your nano more frequently, then I think that'll probably get you a little bit of traction in terms of climbing. Good luck.